Welcome back, troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. Well, this has to be the creepiest Craigslist listing for a Les Paul that you'll ever read. So I stumbled upon this one on Facebook, and I knew I had to get to the bottom of this. If you visit New York's Craigslist today, you'll see this advertisement for a Gibson Les Paul 1970s that's free. But yet, there's a catch. It's haunted and will ruin your entire life. So before we poke holes in this dude's story, let's at least read it first. First of all, I understand how dumb this probably seems from the get-go, as this guitar is worth quite a bit of money, but trust me, I need to get rid of it. This guitar has completely ruined my life. Ever since it was put in my possession, it's as if this massive wave of bad luck has washed over every aspect of my life. I need it gone. Once I got this guitar a few years ago, everything had fallen apart for me. My job, my kids, my health, even my pets have gotten sick. I've broken it down as far as I can, and this is the only factor left that has changed in the last few years. So in my mind, it's got to be haunted in some way, and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Please contact me immediately at show contact info and take this awful haunted thing out of my life. Thank you. Oh, and do not contact me with unsolicited offers or services. Oh boy, somebody's trying to get dramatic here. Okay, so first off, 1970s Gibson Les Paul. No, this is a 1952 Gibson Les Paul. It's the very first year of introduction. It's easy to identify them because, hey, look right here. You get the trapeze tailpiece. That was only used on the 52s and 53s before they transitioned into the wrap tailpiece. But what's kind of interesting about this one is it is also an all gold variation. And you can tell it's been played quite a bit because the finish has been worn off the neck. So that means somebody has loved this guitar, so is it possible that it is haunted by someone? Well, I honestly highly doubt it. This is likely just a made-up story, and there's one of a few ways that this could be going. A, you gotta remember, this is Craigslist. There's people out there that like to lure people in and torture them, do all kinds of not-so-good stuff. Okay, so it could be one of those, so I would not recommend responding to this ad in any way, just in case. Or B, this could be a scam. Even though they're saying that this thing is absolutely free, just take it away, they likely know somebody is going to reach out to them and offer them money. That way they get selected. So you're going to send them money and then you'll never see the guitar. And then for number 3, this is likely just a prank, a practical joke or mischievous act. And that's the reason why I'm not going to show you the phone number, because that's likely their buddy's phone and they're having people blow it up as some sort of a prank or a joke, leave all kinds of voicemail, crazy messages, people saying, oh yeah, I've got a haunted guitar too, let me tell you all my stories. Or maybe they're just bored and they want to toy with people to see how far they'll go just to meet up to get this guitar. Like, just string them on for days and days and days upon end. I mean, I could see, some trolling teenagers liking that. But most teens don't know the value of vintage Gibsons. And out of all the given options, I think number 4, prank against someone's friend, not necessarily a prank against somebody just, leading them on like this thing's real. I think that's the most likely, because I first came across this in a Gibson Les Paul Facebook group. And apparently, if you reveal that number, they're located in Texas, whereas the listing's in New York City. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, because your phone number just means like where you lived in the 2000s. So it's likely that someone's moved from Texas to New York. But this guy named Roger says he called the number and got a voicemail only. So that's what makes me think that somebody's just pranking their friend, blowing up their phone, and now they've turned off their phone, so they're just getting messages there. Which is kind of what is referred to as doxing. Kind of, in a roundabout way. But how do we know that Roger's not just lying to us, trying to get us off the trail? Maybe this is real. Let's call this number and find out.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5129 is not available.
There you have it. Roger was lying to us. They are accepting calls. But nobody picked up the phone for me. Probably because I was calling from a blocked number. Because the other way that somebody could be taking this scam is they're collecting phone numbers and selling them to people. So the odds of this listing being real, they're so low. I mean, I guess maybe a 1 in a million chance it could be real, but let's do some detective sleuth work. Where did they find this photo? Can we find this photo somewhere else on the internet? Yes, we can. If you do a Google search, you can find it listed on various sites, this exact same mock-up here. I mean, they're all kind of interesting websites. Looks like there's one in Japan here. You've got some on Pinterest. That's where a lot of these people grab these photos. So at one point in time, this particular guitar was for sale, but yet this exact same photo seems to be being used in some sort of another scam on this one. Whatever Mercantino Musicale is. Definitely is not how much this thing is worth. Unless they're just selling this, then yeah, that might make sense, seeing as that's what they have the most pictures of. They might have took it off of this and then converted it. Yeah, that appears to be what this is. Although I'm not quite too sure what this website is that we found it on. So if nothing else, that helps debunk that no, this is not real. Don't bother calling the guy. Nothing good is going to come of that. I did it so you wouldn't have to. So a 1952 Gibson Les Paul for free, it's not true. But if it was, would you actually take this guitar? I mean, I don't really believe in superstition and all that other stuff, but you know, this story, if I take this guitar, if you lose all that stuff, I mean, this guitar in this condition might be worth like at most $15,000. Is it really worth taking that to ruin your life? And would somebody really be that possessed to give it away for free? I mean, they could clearly take it to any pawn shop and just get some money out of it, but maybe they'd be scared that the money would haunt them or something. Man, we've had so many spooky subjects coming up, and it's only September. We're not even in October yet. But anyways, I hope you troglodytes enjoyed this very interesting story that I stumbled across today. To end this out, let's go ahead and listen to a 52 Les Paul. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.